can interact with each other in ways that cannot be predicted with certainty. Quantum mechanics is a fundamental theory in physics that has led to...
درود بر شما. حال شما چطوره؟ Hey everybody, today I'm showing you another cool pair of earbuds. It's the RecDot. It works with an app that has models such as GPT, Claude. You can do it for summarization, for languages, over 70 languages. If you count the dialects, it's even more than that. You should be able to translate common languages around the world. This has end-to-end encryption, 36 hours of battery life with the charging case. It's Bluetooth 5.2. You guys were kind enough to send me this to test. Let's see what's inside. So it's, as you can see, sealed. This can record calls, as they say. It supports dual connections, 4 microphones. This is everything you get. You get these. They look pretty slick, seem pretty lightweight. This is the charging case. That's how you open it. You have these connectors, these pins. So if you are putting this in there, you want to make sure that they match, and this is your pin. So see, that light gives you feedback. This is your USB-C. There's a button here that does the recording. You can see it right there. You have your ear tips, should be here, and your charging cable. This is everything that you get. These tips, you have your charging case, and this is the cable charge it, which is standard stuff. Better looking than some of the other ones that I've tested recently, and you can see them on the channel. Now these can be changed. It's 2.25 ounces. If you need help pairing this, there's this multi-function button. They're available. So what you have to do is you open this and you press this. Now in this case, it's already looking to be paired. I'm using the tablet because it's just larger screen, so I'll be able to show. You have multiple ways to record. So one way is to hold one of these. So take it out, put it in your ear, hold this until you hear the sound, and then you can start recording. The other way is to put this there, keep this open, and just press this. Just download this app. It matches this logo here, so you're not going to go wrong. You have to add your email to get it started. Once you get your verification code and create your account, you'll be able to connect your device. It likes to use Bluetooth. The app is pretty easy to use, so it has all these different features. First, this is where you get your battery life. You can change your EQ settings if you want sound settings, so different settings for whatever you're listening to, jazz, dance, music. This has your noise cancellation on and off. You have 3 modes, off, on, and the transparency mode. Here you can again access your game mode, so game mode on and off. In game mode, your latency is reduced, so you get a better experience. You go to your settings. This iPhone and that iPad are linked, and you can see their name, and it shows me which one is actually the default one, so I can just switch to that. You have your sound quality and noise reduction there as well. You have to go through a test to make sure that everything is fit and in order to get the best sound quality possible. I just hold this in the back, activate it, and I go here. It's not connected. Same process that happened on my tablet. Just have to go and take these out to do a sound quality test. Go through the test. It says whether it's well fit or not, so it's pretty smart in that regard. So we're just updating the firmware. One way to start recording is to press that. This is right earbud is recording. This is highly customizable, so you can choose what to do for the left and right side. It shows me the devices that's connected to and the one that's disconnected from. This has a find my mode for your earbuds. I go to AI settings. You can see these models, so you can choose these. The premium ones are OpenAI, O3, Gemini. You choose from different sound settings. It's sort of like EQs, other apps. You have your in-ear detection. This is the area that you can slide up and down to change the volume. Also, you can hold it sort of like a pinching gesture to do different acts. You're not required to use a wake word. You do have a censoring mechanism, so it knows when these earphones are in your ear. Play, answer calls, all kinds of stuff. You have a smart in-ear detection, so you can have it set up in a way that when you put it in your ear, it answers calls or plays, or when you take it off, it stops. So these features can be turned on and off. You do have your voice control. For that, you don't need commands. You don't need wake words. You just use these commands. And then you have your AI settings, which is the most important part. You can use all these different models. I'm using GPT-5. You can use GPT-4, Claude 4, or OpenAI O3 or Gemini 2.5 Pro are for premium users. And you have your recording settings. You do have the option to put them in there and use that record button here. So this record button comes handy for that, for conferences, lectures, things like that. The transcription is also available, and it can automatically distinguish between users. You can also have the location of the recording. You have the phone location feature. So in this case, see that phone location information can be accessed. And if you record something, it shows up here. If you do a long pinch, it's gonna do Siri. So let's see, this is your area. So that's how it does it. Siri, what time is it? That stops it. So this is your touch sensing area. One thing I would say is the slide function, it works, but my hands are just too big for it. So there's that. The pinch feature is just fine. It's very easy to get used to. I've had earphones that have their touch sensor area here. So it took me a little bit of time to get used to this. I'm now recording. When I hold that, that's recording, and it's recording my conversation here. So that's the right earbud doing that. You can then cancel it. Once you download this to your phone, you can just listen. So let's just transcribe. Even though I have an accent, it had no problem with that. What if I record something in another language? Let's try that. Now I'm gonna use that to record. Now that we're connected, I'm just gonna hold this. And this is going to record. So we're going to speak in another language. Let's see. این RecDot، این یک دستگاهی هست که نه تنها اجازه میده به شما که به میوزیکتون گوش بدید. So I stopped that now. I haven't talked Farsi in a long time, so sometimes I speak in both languages. It recorded to the left side. So if you go to the left side, download that. It says on-site content recorded. I can change font size. I can have, if you have multiple speakers, I can translate if I want. Let's translate it to another language. So these are all happening with AI. So if you have a meeting with people who don't speak your language, this is very helpful. I can transcribe. This time I'm going to use another language. I'm going to choose Persian this time, and Persian transcription. Let's see what happens. I did speak a little bit English in there. This is the Farsi transcription. I like to change the font. Other than that, we can change the font. Something bigger so I can read it. دستگاهی هست که تنها اجازه میده شما. See, some of them I was speaking English, so it confuses the AI model because I was talking English and Farsi. So that's the thing. But this is the translation roughly. امروز دارم به شما نشون میدم RecDot این دستگاهی هست که میتونه ضبط کنه صدای شما رو و تبدیل بکنه به زبان انگلیسی. So that's about it. Now I'm going to transcribe this. I'm going to download these from my iPhone. I'm going to go to AI setting. Actually going to use Claude. You see there's an indicator there. So you are getting highlighting as well. So the part that I'm talking here, that's coming out of this. Now you may not understand Persian, but I'm listening at it and it's actually highlighting the section, which is very convenient. So I know what I'm listening to. If it's a long conversation, I just want to be focused on what is being said. This is pretty helpful in that regard. I can also tap on the area that I want. Another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to record a call with this. Let's see how that turns out. It's possible to record your Google Voice or FaceTime calls as well as your regular phones. So I'm just gonna call ChatGPT. I want you to give me a riddle. Now this was the recording that I just did. This was the call recording. So that's what I was talking to it about. Now let's transcribe this and let's see what happens. I'm just going to use English. It's going to take a little bit of time to transcribe this. There we go. So this happened with a ChatGPT call through FaceTime. You can do it for any phone call, doesn't matter, with Google Voice or just your phone. It also summarizes. I can create a mind map if I want. This is the key points of the conversation that we had. Over 78 languages are supported. You can change the default setting. I was using Claude here. You can use other models. You can copy text. I'm going to say number of speakers auto. It's going to transcribe and it's going to include the speakers as well as a speaker. So speaker 1 and speaker 2. There was no name, so it didn't catch anything. I didn't introduce myself. They didn't introduce themselves. You see all these different languages, so there are many of them supported, and this probably will increase. So the number I say here may change by the time you watch this video. And this is the beta feature. This feature is important if you don't want to get in trouble. For certain regions, you have to tell the other side that you're recording. You can't just record it. It could go against the law. You have over 48 dB noise cancel, automatic noise cancellation. You can put it on auto, which is nice. You can go full transparency or just off. So I have recording on the right side, voice control, and that has all those features. Now I'm just tapping this. Transparency off. Let's play music. See, when I said play music, even though I was just talking to myself, it started playing it. It stopped playing. It stopped it. Play music. It stopped playing. Play music. These are my own music, AI generated. Let's see. This is the custom version. I've been using this for about an hour recording, but I wasn't using it all the time. So let's say 45 minutes of it. It's about 7%. To give or take, you end up with about 9 hours of battery life, with 36 hours if you go with a charging case. It is a little bit noisy, so I'm going to actually start recording, see how it performs in noisy conditions. I'm walking in my backyard and it's noisy. You can see sound of airplanes, wind. I've put that there. See what the range is. I'm just gonna move away from there. So you have your live recording. The other side of the house. I'm gonna go to my recording here. Just gonna download them. My earbuds are on the other side. Let's transcribe this. There we go. I didn't pick up wind noises or anything like that. It doesn't actually describe those. The earphones are all the way back of the backyard. I am going to leave my phone here, start this, and then start walking. So this is the max range. It seems it's actually a lot. If I go to the other side of the house, it breaks up. We're talking about distance like that. One thing that I haven't tested is the live recording. I've done the audio recording and FaceTime call recording as well. Make sure you have a strong connection. You go here for live recording, and then when I'm talking, it's going to start transcribing. And you see that it's happening right in front of me. So when I'm talking to someone, they can see. If they don't understand what I'm saying, they can actually read it. Another feature is live translation. So I'm going to get it started. I'm going to allow microphone access. I'm going to change the language to Persian. درود بر شما. حال شما چطوره؟ خوب هستید؟ When I'm talking Persian, it gets translated in English and goes to these earbuds. I'm doing it again indoors, so it's easier to translate and hear it. درود بر شما. حال شما چطوره؟ من خوب هستم. شما چطورید؟ I can change the language here. Arigato. Nanda Kurawa. My Japanese is not great, so I know a few words, but it did translate from Japanese. I can keep track of the things that I said. This is just not only a pair of earphones, but also a recorder, a translator, transcription service is available. So it's the complete package for businesses. I'm just gonna translate from English to Spanish.
Imagine a civilization on the Kardashev scale that reaches beyond Type 3, harnessing not just the energy of galaxies, but manipulating the very fabric of space-time itself. Instead of merely traveling through time as we perception of past, present, and future, they could exist simultaneously across multiple timelines, creating temporal node evolution of other civilizations towards a predetermined future, essentially becoming cosmic architects of reality itself.
Sharing options are also available. I'm going to scan this QR code. So I'm just scanning that. At the same time, and can interact with each other in ways that cannot be predicted with certainty. Quantum mechanics is a fundamental theory in physics that has led to many technological advancements, such as computer chips and lasers. It was translated here, it was showing up here, so you can share the device with someone else. If you have a computer with Bluetooth, you'll be able to use it with something like this. Just have to open it. This Latte Panda actually has Bluetooth. It's a Windows 11 computer. I hold this button here for 3 seconds. And then I go here to connect it. So if you have Bluetooth and Latte Panda IOTA has Bluetooth, it may be a single board PC, but it has all the features. So you see it now it's connected. Increase the volume to the max. So this is driving it. Just gotta make sure that you have the Bluetooth model installed, and then you'll be able to use it with something like this.
Play music. وضع هوا امروز و فردا چطوره؟
These guys were kind enough to send me this to test. For more information, please go to Gadgetify.com. Also, youtube.com/Gadgetify. Check the description for the links. Thanks for watching.